Alright, hello everybody, and hello Celis. Yeah, a nose for art would honestly be better than my current nasal situation. Okay, a rusty sword. Alright, so for today, I'm not gonna worry about doing the, like, arms and leg piece and, like, reworking how I have it showing for, like, all of these. Yeah, no, definitely. Tetanus will really finish a job on anybody. Alright. But, yeah. Today I want to focus more on actually just figuring out how the helmet looks from the side. I figure if I have that figured out, then I can, like, get a lot more accomplished when I want to actually try and make it in Blender. Because otherwise I only really have a front and back view, and okay, I appreciate you popping by, Solace, and yeah, hope you get some good sleep. And I'm also hoping I can wake up feeling better tomorrow than I do right now. At the very least, I know tomorrow in the morning I just gotta take some medicine. I should probably be able to get through work without it being too much of a slog. Thank you, Sus, and I'll try my best to have fun. Okay. So I'm on. Okay. And what's layer 19? Oh, 19 was a hair. Okay, and 17, yeah, let's place a nose there, and not that one, okay. So, layer 20. Alright. So, for the side view. Okay, now this would be a really bad helmet if, like, it blocked, like, if it gave me tunnel vision. So, I know that I don't want it to, like, ever have anything blocking the eyes from the side. Okay. And yeah, looking at it, this part, like the visor and all that connected stuff, that's obviously going to be like above the helmet. Like it's above is the wrong word. It's going to be raised compared to it. And obviously in general the helmet is going to be at least a bit bigger than my head. So for now, okay. So looking at it, like the furthest down it goes is just above the eyes, like where the eyebrows would be. So that's a good place to start, like right here. That's like the furthest down part of it. And then on the back side of it, it goes to about Huh. Honestly, I'd say the backside part of it is pretty much equivalent to like how far it goes in the front. Okay, the backside is lined up with that top line. Yeah, it is pretty much just equivalent to, like, say, here. So if I just draw like this. Actually, I wonder. Draw an ellipse. No, I'm trying to see if I could, like use an ellipse to just kind of, like, get a good curve over the head. Yeah. Oh, okay, wait, no. Okay, now that, and also let's change this brush size back to 8. Okay, that'll work. Okay, no, yeah. Because the curve has a very specific way it goes, it's not helpful. Alright. How do I... Oh! Hello, Raiders! And thank you for the raid, Baron. Okay, back to this. Hello, Raiders. My name is Cyrus of Thief of 6,000 years. I'm glad you decided to drop by. And I hope you had a good stream, Baron. Okay, let me just get that shout out. And let's see what you were doing. Nice. Well, thank you for the raid, Baron. I appreciate that. And so you're having some fun with Arknight's Enfield, huh? I'm doing good. Right now I'm basically just trying to figure out a side profile for, like, this entire thing. Well, I'm glad you had fun with Arknight, Saren. But yeah, I'm wanting to figure out the side profile of this so I can try and make it in Blender. Because I already made a rough version of, like, these little gauntlet parts and the greaves and shoe in Blender, just so I have something as kind of a reference, something as a 3D reference for, like, okay, so how does this look? Oh, don't worry, Baron, I've already got a hang of it pretty well. that like the donut tutorial really helped a lot. Well, thank you for that compliment, Espartamanthriel, or Espartamanthur. How about I just call you Sparta? Ah, Sparta-man, got it. Okay, but yeah, thank you for that compliment. But yeah, as for Blender, I've already like done a bit with it, and honestly, it's a lot like it's fairly intuitive to me, just actually being able to mess around with the models. Yeah, of course, I'm still remembering all the like shortcut keys and everything, because oh boy, there's a lot of them. And thankfully, I'm not worrying too much about like really making it nice and polished. Yeah, I just need more of a rough shape and idea so I can just figure out like, okay, from this angle, how is it gonna look when I draw it? Oh yeah, no, I can fully understand that kind of relationship with Blender, Varen. Like, I can really get that. Okay. No, not looking good. I have not hydrated in a bit, Sparta-man. So, if you want to, there is a redeem for that. Alright, Sparta-man, I will hydrate. So, thank you for that. And honestly, I kind of been needing it for today. For some reason, I think honestly it was because the temperature got like noticeably lower than it has been for like the past week or so this morning. My body just kind of did the, my body, it still works. Like, a weird thing happens to me, I notice whenever like big temperature changes occur. My nose pretty much just starts to like leak. I don't know what goes on with it, and alright, I have proper posture now. Thank you, Sparta-man. But yeah, big temperature changes seems to just have my entire sinuses just leak constantly. It's not like snot or anything. No, it's a weird liquid. I don't know what the hell causes it. And that usually tends to like kind of dehydrate me a bit. Don't worry, Sparta. I won't be a dum-dum. But yeah, so that happened today, and it happened at work, so it was a massive, massive inconvenience. Because if I don't do anything with my nose, it's just gonna like drip everywhere, which means it's gonna get on everything, including the laptops I'm trying to clean and paint, and any of the paperwork that I have to sign for the laptops. So I can't let that happen. So I had to pretty much just constantly be blowing my nose, and it sucked. Yeah, it was a bit childish, Sparta-man, but I mean, it's the internet. You can do whatever you want. But yeah, that was just an entire goddamn ordeal throughout the whole day. Like, I have no idea why my body does this. It's just done it for as long as I can remember. Okay. Well, nice little bit of info to know, Sparta-man. I'm 31, if we're just going to be sharing our ages any. Like, I'll just put that out there. Okay, nice to know you can drive. Okay. But yeah, that was just an entire pain in the ass during work. Thankfully, either this, my entire sinus thing will be gone by tomorrow, or if it isn't, I can just take an antihistamine before I head into work, and that solves all my problems. Well, it solves most of my problems. It's still going to just, like, generally suck. And also, my teeth might start hurting during work because that's also a, like, part and parcel with my nose being weird as hell. But I can deal with that. I've definitely heard that, well, yeah, more than heard, I just know that ADHD does not make things easy to do. Well, it can make some things easy to do. It's like a person by person basis. It just makes stuff more difficult. And I mean, honestly, if you're saying you're too lazy to drive, can't really blame you with how gas is and everything. Driving can get expensive. Okay. So now, how far back do I want it to go? Oh, damn, ADHD and autism. That is not an easy combo to live with. But you can do it. I mean, a lot of people do. It's just, it doesn't make it impossible, just definitely not easy. Alright. Oh, yeah, I have been seeing that, Baron, which real glad you've been doing. Real glad you've gotten into it. Or, well, gotten back into it, because you have played it before. You just finally started streaming the Legacy Collection. Yeah. Yeah, and actually with the Legacy Collection, I'm almost done with, like, my playthrough of 2. Just got into the post-game last Friday. So that's what's going to be fun to finish up. And then it's on to 3. Baron, I don't know if you could tell, but this outfit ref I'm doing is a bit Star Force inspired. Yeah, they have some voice sections, but yeah, they weren't going to voice act the entirety of the game. Especially because it's a Legacy Collection for, like, an early DS game. Like, the most you will get is small snippets, which, honestly, not that bad. Yeah, I'm glad the inspiration's getting across. Okay, Squareman, that is a very weird question to be asked. Could you elaborate? Because, like, I'm not really edible. Like, just putting that out there. Okay. But, yeah. Okay, no, I mean, I get it. I was 18 once too. Although, when I was 18, it was a very different world. Oh, yeah, no, I mean, I do that too. Like, I'm definitely not a voice actor. And I think the only consistent voices I've been able to give have been to Mega and Geo. But, Even if I'm not good at it, it's still fun. Well, no, I'm not. I wasn't saying you were sheltered, Sparta. It's just like, I mean, literally when I was 18, that was about 13 years ago. Yeah, 13 years ago. The world has changed a lot in 13 years. Yeah. Yeah, Vera knows what I'm talking about. And don't worry, Sparta, man, don't worry. Like, I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying you're sheltered, just the world is most definitely a different place than it was 13 years ago. For good or for bad, the world has changed, has grown, and time keeps moving on. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, 13 years ago, you would have been like 5 or so. Yeah. Yeah, most 5-year-olds are a bit weird. Again, that's part of just being like a kid. You have your own little eccentricities, and that's just how you live life. You try out new stuff, you figure out what works for you, what doesn't, and you never really stop doing that. You just find new stuff to try out. And sometimes you go back to something you tried out once, and then you find like, oh, wait, this works now. Oh yeah, FNAF. Yeah, no, I can relate to that. As far, I mean, I specifically wasn't like in the Five Nights at Freddy's, but there were definitely some things where if I was into it, I'd be just trying to watch everything I could about it. I get that. Of course, sometimes the content you get isn't exactly the most quality. And other times, you can just get recommended a video on something that you like, and then you're just like, oh, I disagree with everything that the person in the video is saying about this subject. Damn. What indie game? I haven't really had a lot of time to just mess around with indie games, being completely honest. But I guess one thing I like, well, like not exactly like playing, but I do like kind of like watching videos about and just kind of like looking some stuff up is for like indie horror games, because they're usually, unless they, well, usually they're like not series, they're single games. Oh yeah, Undertale and Hollow Knight, both of those are good. Although, like in my mind, Undertale and Hollow Knight have basically gotten popular enough that I don't consider them indie games. I think like my mental definition of an indie game is different than the actual one, and I just haven't actually bothered to correct that. But yeah, they're good games. Fan bases of them, however, are a bit hit or miss. Yeah, although, I mean, that tracks with literally every, like, fandom. Okay, I think... Yeah, Team Cherry... Is Team Cherry literally just 3 people? Or is that just the development team? Well, yeah, no, I know Toby Fox is the one who... Yeah, I'm pretty sure Toby Fox did everything for Undertale. I do think he's working with a, like, team with Deltarune. Or at the very least, he's working with, like, someone else. Yeah, no, I know Megalovania. Yeah, I know a lot about Undertale. Not from having played it, but just general osmosis on the internet. Because I've been on Tumblr for... I think I actually got on Tumblr around, like, when I was 16 or 17. And I've been on there since then. Yeah, you Tumblr, blah 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 blah. Yeah, I mean, I've been on there for a while. Granted, I don't actually go searching out for much stuff on Tumblr, because then I encounter other Tumblr people, and... you boys, is that a mixed bag? Oh, dear. Oh, I don't know all the Tumblr sexy men. I know a few of them. I know a few of the stupid memes that were like circulating on Tumblr like years ago. I don't know about current ones. I might know a bit of them, but yeah, no, I'm familiar with Tumblr. Don't worry, Sparta. Like I said, I'm not exactly gonna take it that harshly. I may have been on Tumblr for over 13 years, but I don't really consider it a big part of my personality. I mainly just lurk there. Okay, I think going like that will work, because like I want to have room from the side to actually have the eyes, like if I was wearing this as a helmet, I would want to be able to just like glance to the side and actually see something, and not just have it be blocked by the helmet. So I got that. Then it'll go down into these parts. And these can actually... I can have these kind of extend out past... actually, okay. Yeah, if we're gonna go into that, let me see. Okay, they kind of start like right past the nose and go down to below the chin. So... it goes like... oh. So what kind of manga do you like reading, Spider-Man? I read more manga than anything, but that's more so because I just run into more manga. I have like hundreds of series that I'm in the basically middle of reading. I'm basically caught up with what's been translated, so I've got a lot of those. Okay, greatest estate developer. I've heard the name before. I haven't really looked into it, but I hope it's if it's your favorite, it probably is a fun read for you. Don't know if it would be a fun read for me, but I mean, that's just kind of how it is when you're recommending like any type of media. Okay, comedy. Okay, could be fun. Alright. So we go up like that. Maybe I should have this stick out a bit more. Psyche level? Huh. I haven't heard that rating scale before. Yeah, I haven't read manhwa in a long while, but again, nothing like not because I have anything against manhwa or anything, just because I haven't really encountered too much of it. Oh, damn, Gentama level? Ooh. Okay, that is a pretty high bar. Hmm. Okay, maybe I should. Yeah, I think I'll have this part actually extend out past the nose. It kind of goes like that. Okay, yeah. I get you, Spider-Man, I get you. You know, I think the last manhwa I read. Okay, I'm thinking like. Okay, I think I actually just realized something. When I've been thinking about manhwa, I've been thinking about the like long form online manhwas, where it is just, or at least like with my experience, it's just a single strip, pretty much just like it's not broken up into pages. That's what I think of when I think of manhwa, but I do think there is, like, I think it would count as a manhwa. Okay, I need to look this up because I know it's a Korean comic that I have been reading. And don't worry about sounding like a nerdy like Spider-Man. I mean, like right now, I'm going to look something up just to actually verify like if this counts as a manhwa or not. Okay, it is a manhwa. It's a series called Witch Hunter. And I mean, I've been reading it like through online translations, and it has like, it's been a while. Like it's been a slow to translate series, but it is a very, very fun one. Like it is just something I really like. So I'm always happy whenever I see like a chapter get uploaded. So yeah, that is a manhwa that I actually keep up with. Alright, you have fun reading, Spider-Man. I'll still be here for an hour or so. Bye. Hope you have a nice day. Okay. So I've got the front half of it figured out. Now I just need to figure out how exactly do I want to connect the back half up. Yeah. So I have it going down like this. So looking at it like so. I guess I want to translate this to the side. Like this part here where it's going down. I could pretty much just kind of have to be a slow slope down to here. Like so. Okay. It might not want to have it be exactly like that. Might want to have it kind of go down a bit more here, then curve. Although I really think that's actually like one of the smoothest lines I've drawn, so damn. So instead, we go like that. Okay. I like that better. So we have the general shape of it. Okay. Now to draw the visor. And then figure out how to have all the other stuff look. Oof. Actually, I wonder if I can kind of change the shape of the helmet here a bit. Okay, not exactly like that. I want to bring it in a bit more. Not like that. Maybe that'll look good. Okay, that looks a bit better. Now, you know, the crystals on the side can wait for last. So for the visor. And actually for this, do another layer for now. Okay. So it attaches to the helmet, so kind of at the underside of the nose, like here. And this is the part of the bridge where it kind of like comes out. Or like that's the... That part is here where it goes over the bridge. Okay, maybe a bit higher than that. Like maybe about... Oh, actually, no, wait. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, no, it'd definitely be like the highest part of the visor, of the visor's bottom rim, is pretty much just below the bottom of the eyes. So it'll be here, and we kind of have it sticking out a bit because, like, the visor's not just resting on the nose. Okay, it kind of goes like this. Pretty much a straight line between these 2 points. Okay. The next point will be kind of like right there. And we have this line kind of following the curve of the helmet here. So it reaches that point. Okay. Now to deal with these. Although I also, like, at the very least, this part would probably be either it would be visible or it would be kind of like an equal level with these 2 paths that are kind of like running over the helmet. Like, either I have it stick out some more, or no. And if we kind of have this around like here, and then this part around like that. Then I get that there. Okay, actually thinking about it, this line here, which is the top of the base part of the helmet, would pretty much be equivalent to being in the middle part here. So this is always going to cover up the top of it. Effectively, anyway. Yeah, trying to figure out the side profile of this is frying my head a bit. But I kind of need to figure out the side profile so I can actually make a mostly accurate rough 3D model of it. Although having a rough 3D model of it would help with this. I pretty much just have to start somewhere, and it is frying my noggin. So to deal with the noggin frying, I'm going to just take a little bit to check out this little idle miner game that I picked up recently. And honestly, it's like called, actually Idle Obelisk Miner. Just a pretty fun game. And it's something nice that I have that I can check on during breaks at work. So it's just a fun little thing. Of course, being a kind of idle game, some of the numbers that they expect you to get really absurd really quickly. But that's part of the fun of it, honestly. Thankfully, it's something it's really easy to just let it go on its own and not really have to worry about anything. It's one of those things where it takes a bit of setup to actually get it to be able to do stuff on its own. And it's still fun though. Okay. Alright. That thing's gonna be good for another 40 minutes. Yeah. It's fun, and well, it's a free app, so obviously there are some microtransaction stuff, but honestly, the only one that I saw that was really worth it was just like a 99-cent one, and it like unlocked an extra drone and gave some resources, and I was just like, you know what, 99 cents for something that has like that much value and use, yeah, sure, I'll pay for that. It's pretty much just like it's like in the old days with like iPhone apps and stuff where you could get the light version of a game, play through it, and then it felt like, okay, yeah, I like this, I'll pay you like 99 cents to get the full game and get the ads disabled. It felt like that. Alright. Well, at the very least, I'm going to want to have a point to take the front of the visor kind of up to. That actually... okay. Okay, just take this and rotate it in your head, Cyrus. These parts stick out. Even though I'll be kind of drawing this part going over the head into the back. The top part of it, like, it'll kind of extend outwards. Okay. So I think this could be a good point for it. It definitely seems a bit longer than on the front view, but this is also, like, man, kind of changing how it is actually arranged. And, like, it looks different on this side, obviously, because, again, forward-facing, you're not seeing the curve of anything. Here, we're actually on the side, so you can see, like, well, yeah, this one looks longer from the side because you're actually seeing it curve and cover more than if you just looked at it from the front. Although, maybe, actually, yeah, it kind of does go down a bit, so let's just, in the same position, but kind of a bit down like that. Yeah, that works. Okay. And then, yeah, just kind of draw that. Connect it up here at the corner. But yeah, talk about Idle Miner, I'm really liking it because it, like, it's avoiding one of the things that keeps me from getting into like gacha games and stuff, even as a free to play. It avoids it. It doesn't have an energy system, because I feel like for any game that has an energy system to like do stuff, do combat and stuff like that, my brain just kind of eventually gets to a point of, you're not being efficient enough with your energy, you're losing time, you need to make sure that thing never fills up, or else you're just going to be falling behind and then you won't get to do any of the fun stuff. My brain just tricks itself into thinking that, even if that isn't actually the case. But with Idle Optimus, I mean, it's an idle game. Literally, I can just pop in, do a few things, do a few upgrades, and then just leave it alone, and it works. Like, even for the little freebies that it gives me, like, every 10 minutes, I've already got an upgrade that pretty much lets me stock up 4 of them, so I can just leave it be. And hell, even when I can't play it at work, I'm pretty much okay with just missing out on like those extra freebies, because I pretty much already like I said, I've got 4 saved up, so whenever I go out to break, I can just like check my phone, open the app, claim them, and then just close it and just let it get back to mining by itself. And just actually being able to have it work like that and not have to constantly worry of, oh god, I'm not being as efficient as possible, is just liberating. And to be fair, I'm definitely not being as efficient as possible. I could be with Idle Miner, but to be as efficient as possible in that game would just be fucking lunacy. I would pretty much have to ignore the fact that it's an idle game. So I'm okay with not being as efficient in this. It just gives me a nice little thing to like check throughout the day. And honestly, like the most amount of work I have to put in, like not work I have to put in, stuff that I do is when I prestige and start a new run, because then I just have to like, okay, let's just gather everything for these upgrades so I can just let it like run through the night and it actually gets far. Alright. So now for this, yeah, while it's a straight line when viewed head on, from this side, actually, I just realized from this side, these would probably... Well, no, these can still... I mean, they already do look like different shapes from here, but... These are still... Like, they're good as they are, because... The reason I have these here is that these parts are basically just to show, like... In a sense, because all of this is floating above the helmet. These parts, like, in here, are above the helmet. And they connect to... Like, they connect here, and it's only, like, this outer part here that actually connects to the helmet. Like, these lines here and here just pretty much... Like, these are the connections to the anchoring points for it. A rhythm game, huh? I can never really get into full-on rhythm games. Rhythm mini-games, I'm kind of okay with. But I was just never really interested in, like, full-on rhythm games. They can definitely be fun to watch, though. Like, I'll say that, they can be very fun to watch. Actually, no. I want the points to be kind of like... Okay, okay. Well, I hope it was a fun game. Like a fun one to play. Okay. How do I want to handle this? Because... obviously, there's not going to be a line across here for it. Just need to figure out, where do I want the lowest part of the visor to be? Alright, that's good to hear, Varen. Okay, lowest for a visor should definitely be like right here. Now, would it work better if I kind of curve it? Okay, actually, yeah, having the front of it curved like that actually looks good. Okay. Yeah, we just kind of have it curve out a bit. Mm. Okay, but now I wonder, should I, like, how should I try and show, like, should I even try and show these through? Because this is, like, this part is going to be a bit, like, transparent, but, okay, I need to look at my references for this stuff. Okay, the only ones that I can really... okay, yeah, no, that one doesn't help much. Because, of course, what I'm doing isn't the same as what, like, Geo has. Is Rogues similar at all? Not really. Art Notes is no, and also this is a very, like, small image, so that doesn't help at all. And of course, some of the other ones don't have visors, so they aren't helping. Okay, well, now... Okay. So, looking like this should be... Like, I should run into... Okay. Now, let's just kind of follow the curve of the head. About here, maybe? Let me see where exactly that is. Okay, maybe a bit higher. Just kind of erase this a bit to there, maybe. Actually, okay, yeah. Looking at it like that, it's about a notch above 280. And this is... Okay, so about here. I haven't come back that far. Then the line kind of goes straight down to here, where it kind of like merges in with that part. Okay, yeah, that looks like it works. Okay, actually, it would merge, like, it would go more on this part. Then the connecting point kind of merges in line with this line. Okay. Okay, wait, no, is it going to... Okay, no, it needs to kind of go more up, like so. Or maybe like this? No. kind of like, actually, no, let me move this. It would kind of be at a angle like that, maybe? Well, okay, let's see how that looks. Okay, actually, like the angle I think is good. I just need to shorten it a bit. Just, I guess it's still too big. Maybe it'll work better if I start here and try and have it go up. I guess that's not too bad. Okay, now I'm trying to figure out how I have it, like in the front, I have it clearly start out here from the visor, and it kind of goes around by trying to figure out how do I have it, like, how am I going to have it on the back, though? Like, so I don't exactly have a clearly defined overhang. I mean, like, my idea is that it kind of, like, opens out into here, and, like, obviously here's where the hair is, kind of like the entire idea with this outfit design is that the hair is basically fire, and there's just, like, kind of fire going through these little vents, these channels on the head. So, like, they kind of, like, they start out in the front, go over the back, and then just, like, go over the top of the head, and then on the back of the head they just open up and the, like, fire comes out as hair. That's the idea of it. In which case, I'm wondering now how exactly I want to show a, like, would it be better to have the, like, visor kind of like a physical cutoff from the channels? Or do I just not worry about it and just basically don't worry about, like, wait, wouldn't the fire come out the front too? Nah, it won't. Why? Because it would get in the way of his eyes. He needs to actually be able to see. It just goes out the back. And then just wave the way that way, because, I mean, like, fuck, that could happen if this was an actual, like, EM waveform. Like, physics doesn't fucking matter at that point. It's just, is that a cool looking design? Yeah, it is. Okay, we rock with it. the very least, I have it. Though, probably better to just, yeah, at least have the visor kind of. In which case, would be better to have it be. I don't know if I want. I don't know if I want to have the visor bulge out compared to the channels. Ugh. Like, do I want it to? Like, would it be better to have it? I mean, that look better? It kind of does. But it might also look nice if it's like this. Not a direct line into it, but still kind of enough where you can see like a bit of a visual distinction. That could work. Okay. Well, I guess honestly, if I have the entire thing filled with fire, I don't really have to worry about being able to see through it to the other side of it. So I can just ignore that. Actually, which one is the... Okay, there's the hair. So, actually, it might work better. Okay, don't want to undo all of that. But it might work better if I actually kind of have this extend out further. Basically to have them actually be like full vents. Like make it more obvious. And then just maybe something like that there. And actually, in that case, it might be better if I just kind of extend this down a bit. And then go like so. Make it a bit more flat there at the back. Okay, I think I like this. And if I turn off that and that... Okay, not too bad. Don't need that one. Now, if I change the... let's change this layer color to a bit more of a... like red. Oh, actually no, I want it down here. Okay, that helps. And that also reminds me that I do need to like connect this part. But okay, that actually helps. Which also means I can now change it so it's coming out from here. All this will just be so, like, make so much more sense once I actually, like, it'll make more sense with color. Yeah, figuring out how to do the hair from the side is going to be a fun thing. Oh well, that's what I got myself into when I started doing this. Gotta see it through to the end. But yeah, having the hair start from there and like having it start from that part really helps sell that yes, it is coming out of the, like, really helps sell that it's coming out of that part. But okay. So now for another layer, because now I need to work on this part. Fun. Oh. Oh, gotta go on here. Erase that. That doesn't need to be there. Okay. So it's going to be a hexagon shape. Like, it's probably going to be similar to what I have on the shoes. But I'm going to have to make sure that the bottom part does, like, reach to here. Thankfully, I don't really have to worry about showing off the, like, kind of how it actually attaches. Like, because I'm just going to be drawing a front view of it, because, like, it just sticks out from the side. So from the front view, I can pretty much just draw it like that. Okay, but actually, looking at it would be kind of a two-tiered one. Well, technically three-tiered. Like, if we consider this a two-tier, like, from the side, it would just, you'd only see, like, one tier there. But if you look at it from, like, facing it, you see one, then two. So, technically, this one, since it has 2 layers from the side, it would have 3 layers when you're facing it head-on. Whereas, like, with the one on the hand, you would have 2 layers in and it would go to a point. So, okay, and then looking at it, yeah, okay, I think I can just do a hexagon. I don't think I did anything too strange with it. Although looking how far up and down it goes, it's definitely going to look a bit weird. But if I just draw a normal hexagon... Oh, I cannot draw with the eraser. So just a normal hexagon. Actually, how big should that be? Okay. So small size hexagon in the middle, then expand it out for a larger hexagon, and it gets strangely expanded for the last tier. Okay, I can work with that. Okay. Maybe have to be a bit larger. Let's see if I can kind of... See if I can just kind of expand it a bit. It's like looking at it, should be a bit bigger than the eye, so expand it a bit more again. Or maybe not expand it like that, but free transform, let me... Okay, a free transform is what I want. Okay, I feel like that would be good. Yeah, it's a bit larger than the eye. Alright. Great. That's that box of tissues pretty much out. I mean, thankfully I have 5 more, because I know this happens with my nose, so I make sure to always have a good supply of tissue boxes in the house. Alright, sinuses are cleared. And well, thankfully with the antihistamine kicking in, I shouldn't have to worry about this while I try to sleep. Because, oh boy, it is not fun. Okay, I'd say this first here, like, shouldn't be that larger. Maybe about that big a size. So it goes like that. But now it definitely gets a bit weird in size. So figure out the point. So like this point, you have a point up here. And obviously a point down here on the, like pretty much down here where the, where the helmet curves. Then let's say we get a point. Like we get a point that's like right up here, thereabouts. And then the point, which actually looking at it, okay, it's, I'd say maybe about here-ish. And this one has a point that's okay, maybe I need to kind of move this down a bit. Yeah, because looking, I have the these two should be kind of on the same level here. Okay. Well, I can fix that. Do I want to raise this up or lower this? I mean, I might do a bit of both. Let's say I kind of bring it in like that. That definitely gets it a lot closer. And feels like more accurate, although now I kind of need to change this part of it. Although actually, it needs to be like not directly. So to switch back to the Pensars, it can't be straight across. It has to be a bit higher. No, it's still straight. Okay, let me just get rid of this connecting point, or this connecting line. Then let me just sand this down a bit. Now let's try that. Close. But no. Aim a little lower, Cyrus. I don't want this part to. I mean, it could go like a bit lower. Okay. Let me just find an angle at which I can kind of draw a straight line between these 2 points. I think that's... Okay, that's kind of it, yeah. Actually, this one's supposed to be kind of above it. Okay, actually. So if I had the point... Like, the point's like there. It's not too bad. Alright. And then, yeah, this point would be... Like, following this would be like here. Okay. So now we connect the points like so. Okay, close enough. I can just squeegee that off. I keep trying to draw a straight line and I keep failing at it. Am I better doing them horizontally? I might be. Yeah, I'm definitely better at doing them horizontally. So then we connect these points. And these points. Then these two. Let me give myself a bit more space on my tablet to do this, so I don't kind of end up just dragging my hand off it. Okay, nope. Move it a bit more. Okay, close enough. So that's how it ends up looking from the side. It is a really funky crystal. But I feel like that works. And I mean, at the very least, it gives me enough detail that I can make a 3D model of it. At least attempt to make one in... I actually see how it's going to look. And when I put all the stuff together. Oh boy, it is going to be fun attaching those crystals to the thing. Okay, it's been about 40 minutes or so. Yeah, about 42 minutes since I last checked. Let's get those freebies. Okay. Alright. Nothing much else in the idle miner. I'd say we got a lot of good work done today, like a lot of good progress. All right. Okay. So yeah, we'll be ending the stream today because I still have work tomorrow. This stuff going off my sinuses isn't really enough for me to call out sick because I'm not actually sick. My nose just hates me. Yeah. We'll be calling it there for tonight. And honestly, I don't know if I want to try and work on making the helmet in Blender for next stream, or if I just want to like take next stream to just kind of workshop this part and just like figure it out. But that's something I can figure out. Like I'll probably try and mess around. Like I'll probably mess around with Blender in my free time off stream, and just like see how it goes and trying to figure out the helmet, and then I'll make a decision then. Because at the very least what I could do is draw out the rest of the actual body and not have it be like just Okay, I don't know if I want to do that just yet. I might want to try and get all the like extra pieces finished, then kind of draw the body in line with like the rest of the stuff being there. But yeah, that is it for this stream. For everybody who tuned in, thank you. And thank you again for the raid, Baron. Now, let's see who we can raid into. Who is streaming right now? I see there are quite a few people streaming. Let's need to figure out who do I want to... Like, who do I want to raid into? Okay, I figured out who I want to raid into. We'll be raiding into Bunnycomb, and right now they are playing The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. So that's always going to be a fun one to just... It's always a fun game to watch. Alright, I'll start the raid now. And now, tomorrow's stream will be more of Mega Man Star Force 2. Hopefully we'll be able to get all of the post-game side quests completed. And after that, it's just doing more of the post-game, getting the remaining cards from like outside the post-game that I need to get, and then just having a lot of fun. Alright. Okay, like I said, thank you everybody who came in, whether you lurked, whether you chatted. I appreciate each and every one of you. And again, thank you very much for the raid. And I hope you all have a wonderful morning, noon, afternoon, evening, day, night, wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever time zone you're in. I hope you have a wonderful time of it, and I hope I'll see you again tomorrow. Let's raid. And as for YouTube, I hope to see you guys tomorrow as well. Goodbye.